Alright. Snap. Alright, NFL Tuesday here on the V.O.C. I have a lot of shit to talk about here. 2 fucking pages full. Been working hard on this one, okay? Let's jump right into it. Like I said, there's a lot of shit ever, no distractions. Thank God I turned that off. Like I said, there's a lot of shit to talk about going on in the NFL. We had the trade deadline today. A lot of major injuries. Some big games happened where we are really starting to figure out what teams are made of. But let's jump into the NFL trade deadline. Look, the NFL trade deadline fucking sucks. It is the worst trade deadline ever. You have all this talk by all these insiders like, oh, this guy might get traded, this guy might get... It never fucking happens. The NFL trade deadline sucks because in football it's a little different when you trade for somebody. If you trade for somebody, they might not play the next week because you might have to learn the system, blah, blah, blah. You know, so it's not like baseball. You're traded that day, you're taken right off the field, boom, you're playing, you know, the next day for that team. Or basketball. No, it doesn't work that way. There's more complexity. Don't even know if I'm fucking saying that right. Don't even care. To it. So you have all this stuff talking. There was, I think, one major trade. That was it. In my opinion, there was one major trade. I think the story was the players that didn't get traded, right? So I'll go into the major trade. Von Miller traded from the Broncos to the Rams for a second rounder and a third rounder this year. I think it could work out for both teams very well. Look, the Broncos, they fucking suck. They're not going anywhere. Trade an older asset. Pretty sure it's his last year in his contract. So you're trading a 31-year-old Von Miller who had a torn Achilles last year. He's played in 7 games, 4.5 sacks. You know, for a 31-year-old coming off Achilles, that's not terrible. But is he the same Von Miller, you know, that we know and come to think of? I don't know if he is. You know, time will tell on that one. But playing with Aaron Donald will definitely help him, you know, because Aaron Donald, he takes up a bunch of shit in the middle, and now you have Von Miller, Leonard Floyd. I think the guy that can get the help most is Leonard Floyd on the other side. You know, because now you have Donald, then you have Von Miller, Leonard Floyd's on the other side. So, I mean, it opens it up. But like I said, he's coming off the Achilles, 32-year-old. 32, what is he, 32? He's 32 years old, not 31. Scratch it, cut it. Fucking don't know what I'm talking about. Look, and the Rams continue to go all in. They only have like 3 or 4 draft picks this year. They traded their second rounder, they traded their third round. They don't have a first rounder. Their first rounder is Matthew Stafford. This is how they do things. They fucking push all their shit in the table. We're going to go with it. Fuck the young guys. We're going to go with proven veterans. And for them, it's worked out very well. Stafford's worked out very well this year. They did that with Jalen Ramsey. So, you know, the Von Miller thing. Look, a second and a third rounder for a potential Super Bowl, you're going to say fuck it all day. And when you are the Rams, when you are the Rams, that's just how you fucking do things. But, you know, I think it's good, and it's one of those things where time will tell with it. But if he is 85% of the Von Miller we know, it's going to be very good for the Rams. So, we'll see. The other trade that was like, I think the media overhyped it just because it was like one of the only other fucking trades that happened was Melvin Ingram to the Chiefs. Look, who gives a fuck? Half the people I'm probably talking to on this thing don't even know who the fuck he is. He's a pass rusher. Used to play for the Chargers. Took forever to get signed this offseason. Then goes to the Steelers. Then wants to be... I mean, there was a reason he wasn't signed right out of the gate in offseason. So, he's had a little bit of injury history his last few years with the Chargers. So, my dad's texting me. Come on, man. Fucking working here. Jesus Christ, parents. So, we'll see. But, I mean, that's not the Chiefs' fucking problem. They don't, you know, their problem's not, you know, we need a pass rusher. We're the best team ever. So, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, the trade deadline overall fucking sucked. 2 thumbs down, garbage. And like I said, the players that weren't traded, I think, were kind of the talk of the town. Like, I think in a great world for the NFL media and world, like Allen Robinson with the Bears would have been traded just because he hasn't had a lot of targets this year. I have it written down, but I just brought up Allen Robinson just because that was like a wish list thing for some people. And then you have like the crazy trades, like the Rodgers trades, the Russ Wilson. Like those trades, if they happen, aren't going to happen in the offseason. But some people kind of hyped him up. So like Allen Robinson, that would have been a big trade. Jesus, what the fuck? That was a great reflex right there. Fucking grade A. Fast hand. Hand-eye. Don't fuck with me, okay? We'll fuck you up. That's how fucking fast I am, okay? Greatness in this. This body right here, you're looking at fucking greatness. Okay, now let's talk about the two guys that I think, or the one guy I think should be traded that wasn't Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ. LeBron was tweeting like, free OBJ earlier. Look, I'll pound the table with that shit. I'll pound it. He fucking needs to be traded. Cleveland, you don't fucking use him. You guys are a bunch of fucking fucks. You have OBJ, which I get it. Look, he's been injured, blah, 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 blah. He's still athletic and he still catches the fucking ball. Why not use him? I don't get. He had like one catch, and then his dad today was posting videos of him being open, not getting the ball from Baker. Like Cleveland, you don't use him. When he first got to you, Baker forced him the ball. It didn't really work. Why don't you just fucking trade him? Start over, get his salary off the fucking books, because you got to pay Baker this offseason. So get his salary off the books and just start over and get something for him. Get a fourth fucking rounder. Like, you can draft another wide receiver with a fourth rounder. So I don't get why he wasn't traded. I think Cleveland is one of those teams that's like, wow, if we have all these stars, we'll be really good. You're fucking 4-4. You just lost to the garbage Steelers. I mean, come on. And then Deshaun Watson wasn't traded. Of course he's not going to be fucking traded, NFL media, you bunch of fucks. The Big Four, ESPN, you fucking idiots. Oh my God, he could be traded, blah, blah, blah. That was what ESPN wanted to happen. ESPN wanted Deshaun Watson to be traded so they had something to fucking talk about. I mean, come on. Look, the Dolphins were a big play. They're not going to pull the trigger until the legal stuff happened. Miami was only going to trade for him if he was going to be able to get rid of the lawsuits. It's over 20. I think it's 22. If he could got rid of those lawsuits, Miami was trading for him, no doubt. That's not going to fucking happen, okay? But, I don't get why we're sitting here saying, oh, he's going to be traded, blah, blah, blah. He's not going to be traded till the fucking lawsuits are done. So, look, he didn't get traded. I'm glad that we don't have to fucking talk about it anymore, because it's one of those, what? Idiots. He will not be traded until you know the legal shit, and you don't know even if you would have traded for him, if he was going to fucking get suspended this year, play this. You don't fucking know. The Texans are just not playing him, so you just don't fucking know. But I think that's what I think the media, the NFL media pushed for him to be traded for something to talk about. It didn't happen, ESPN. Laugh in your fucking faces, you idiots. Fuck. All right. Now we'll move on to NFL injuries here. Some big ones. A major one. The other one was pretty big. Derrick Henry has a broken foot. I think he went into surgery today. He's out 6 to 10 weeks. Majority of it, he'll probably be done for the year, but if something miraculous happens and he can come back, he could always come back. He had 937 rushing yards and 10 touchdowns. Really good. I think he had 17 touchdowns last year. They're not even it's 8 weeks into the season now and he already has 10. I mean, are you fucking serious? This guy's a beast. So, the Titans are 6-2. They still have a stable quarterback. I'm not saying Ryan Tannehill's the greatest quarterback, but he's stable at quarterback. And they have some pretty good wideouts. But the team and the offense is surrounded and built around Derrick Henry. So, you'll see from the title of this video, is he the most important, valuable player to his team? I think he is. But I think they have a mentality of okay, we've got to continue to push. We'll continue to push forward. But you don't have him. That's a detriment to this team. I cannot fucking talk. Look. They signed Adrian Peterson. Look, Adrian Peterson's 36. Look, one of the best running backs, ever. He's probably the best of his generation, but he's 36. You don't have another running back on the roster that has, I think, even over 50 yards rushing. So where do they go now? They're 6-2 with a fairly easy division. So I think they'll still make the playoffs, but their chances of being very dynamic and really going forward, looks like that window is closing just a tad bit. Now move on to the next page. I told you, it's 2 fucking pager. Working hard over here. Jesus Christ. This life's not easy, man. This life's not easy. Jameis Winston tears his ACL. I think the next headline after that was Jameis Winston dancing after tearing his ACL after the game. That's the most Jameis shit I've ever... I mean, that is fucking Jameis Winston. Let me just fucking tear my ACL, and then I'm going to dance with crutches. Told you, I can't fucking talk. It's a detriment, okay? Fuck. Dancing with crutches after the game. Most Jameis shit ever. The Saints beat the Buccaneers, even though he got hurt. Beat them with Trevor Siemian. They have a really good defense. They proved that this weekend against Tom. So now the question, where do they go from here? They're 5-2. Do you stay with Trevor Siemian? Do they wait for Taysom Hill to come back from concussion? Idiots. Taysom Hill sucks. Do they go... Does Ian Book step up in, the rookie from Notre Dame? Not the option there. Do they sign Cam Newton, or do they fucking call Phillip Rivers and say, look, we need you, come out of retirement, play 8-9 games for us. Maybe we get in the playoffs, maybe we don't. Their defense is good enough that if Trevor Siemian plays the way that he did Sunday, they'll be fine at quarterback, but the chances of that happening are fucking slim to none. It's like the chances of me going in, buying a fucking $1 scratcher and winning $1 million. It ain't gonna fucking happen. So that's the question. Do you stay with this? Does Sean Payton go, oh, I love me some Taysom Hill. I love you so much, Taysom. You are my guy. I'll continue on this trend, or what? I mean, that's the question. God, I got a fucking itch. Unscripted here. This is how it works. I don't know. I got an itch. If you stop itching, it might stop itching. Jeez. So, I mean, that's the question. What I think happens is I fucking think that Sean Payton, when fucking phone's going stupid, I'm trying to focus, I got an itch, what the fuck? What I think happens is when Taysom Hill comes back to being healthy, I think he's the quarterback. I think that's the dumbest fucking thing for the Saints, but it's Sean Payton's world and we just live in it. So I don't know. But 2 big injuries that I think are going to hurt their teams a little bit, but they still have a little shot. And now I think the other question is, do we now see more injuries in the NFL? We're 8 weeks in, which that usually was a halfway point, and we're not halfway yet because there's now 17 games. So I think that is the question. Do more players get hurt, or what happens now moving forward? All right, now I will break down. I'll just quickly go through. This is the last thing I'll go through here. I have my whole body itches now. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I clearly have an itch going all over my fucking body. I haven't had this at all until I started filming this. What the fuck? All right, focus, reclaim it. This is what we do. Oh my god, I have an itch. All right, now we'll go back into, I'll kind of go through ... of everything that's going on. All right, so the Cardinals are no longer undefeated. Not everything's going on. What happened last week, and we'll move forward now. The Cardinals are no longer undefeated. They got beat by the Packers. I hate to say this, but Packers look really good. As long as they have Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, they're going to be really good. I fucking hate to say that. I hate the fucking Packers. I hate Aaron Rodgers, but as long as he's their quarterback, they have a great chance of winning games. And they beat the Cardinals. I thought they'd beat the Cardinals. I told you that last week, that they'd beat the fucking Cardinals. This guy, big brain, listen to me. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. The Steelers beat the Browns. The Browns, I thought coming into the season, they would be maybe the best team in their division. They're now 4-4. So, what the fuck? Baker played with the fucked up shoulder. I think Baker is trying to prove to the media how tough he is and how great of a quarterback he is. Baker, you don't have to fucking do that. In my opinion, you don't have to do that, dude. If you're hurt, you're hurt. Don't play. Whatever. So, what do the Steelers go up now, or what? That division, the AFC North, is going to be such a fucking shit show, I think, moving forward. It's crazy. The Lions, I very well could go 0-17. Very fucking well. They couldn't beat the fucking Eagles, dude. The Eagles are trash. and they lost 44-6. And the Eagles fucking suck. So the realistic chance of the Lions going undefeated, I mean not undefeated, that will never fucking happen, of fucking going winless is very fucking high. Look, I like Dan Campbell as a coach. I think he's like a fucking gritty guy, and like he's right for Detroit. They just don't have a quarterback. Goff, garbage. And their team just isn't very fucking good. It's just not. Their best player is a tight end. Not saying that your best player can't be a tight end, but when your best player is a fucking tight end, like that kind of hurts your team a little bit, because it's like, you can't just throw it to one guy all the time, especially a tight end. So it just, they're gonna have to go through a couple drafts. It's gonna be 3-4 years before they fucking even maybe have a shot, and that's if the Lions don't fuck it up. I don't think they will, but. The Pats beat the best hot Chargers. That's a joke because, a couple weeks ago the Chargers were the best team ever and blah, 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 blah. They lose again. I think they're now 4-4. The Jets beat the Bengals. Oh, the Bengals, best fucking team ever, eh? Not. Like, this is how the NFL works. Like, you get fucking humbled week to week. You can't just fucking sit up there and be like, we are the best fucking team ever, blah, blah, blah. We beat this team, blah, blah. We might have won 2 in a row. We're so hot. It's what the NFL does. It fucking humbles you. Look, the Bengals are not there yet. They still need time. They're still young. Their coach, don't know about yet. You cannot just excel the process because the quarterback always throws to one wide receiver and bang, bang, it works all the time. It just does not work that way. You have to build a team and figure it out. The Jets quarterback went fucking stupid on them. And they're going to play better quarterbacks down the stretch. So, like, that's the thing. It's like, you have to give this shit time. You're not just going to excel, So you got to build it. And that's why I said the AFC North is going to be such a fucking shit show, because we thought last week, I didn't, but everybody else thought, well, the Bengals are the best team in the AFC, blah, blah, blah. And they got humbled this week. So you have to slowly figure this shit out. And that's why I said, not even till, like, Thanksgiving can you, like, sit down and like throw your fucking fist on the wall and say, this is the best team ever, this team does this, blah, blah. This is how the NFL works. It's a fucking shit show. The Cowboys win without Dak Prescott. Dak's got a fucked up calf. I think they said he's going to be ready to play this week. There we go. I have an itch. My leg, now my face, forehead. What the fuck? But we keep going. This is how I work. So I think, the Cowboys are really good. I'll talk about the last thing I'll talk about the Cowboys a little bit. But they won again. They beat the Vikings. Vikings suck. Kirk Cousins sucks. Their coach sucks. Their coach GM will probably be fucking fired. And that's just how it is. They're not very good. The Chiefs barely beat the Giants. I mean, the Chiefs, like I said, they're not dead until they're dead. They have problems, but they're talented enough and they have a good coaching staff that they can work through their problems. So that's what I think. Like, they beat the Giants. I don't think they've beat a team with a winning record yet. That is like concerning, but they're talented enough where they're going to win some games. Like I said, they're not dead until they're dead. All right, and the last thing I'll talk about here. The NFC is way better than the AFC. I've said that now for the last couple of weeks. If I'm going to make a fucking hot take, I'll throw my hand down and I'll argue it all day, and I'll do the screaming A. Smith shit, and I'll do the Big Four shit. It's that the NFC is better than the AFC, in which it is. They have the 3 best teams in the league. The Packers at 7-1, I hate to say it. The Rams at 7-1, and they just got a little bit better, or extremely better, and whatever you think about the Von Miller trade. But they did get better from that trade, and they're really hot. And then the Cowboys, and I think you're going to sit here and say, chirp, 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 Caleb, what about the Cardinals? Look, I get the Cardinals, but the Cardinals have J.J. Watt's out for the year. He's a big emotional leader. And I don't trust Cliff Kingsbury fully. And I think you're going to chirp, chirp, chirp. Oh, McCarthy. Look, I get it. But McCarthy's won a fucking Super Bowl. I think we fucking forget that sometimes. And I trust Dak and their playmakers. I mean? Like, the Cardinals, like, DeAndre Hopkins shouldn't have played. Like, this is one of the longer episodes. This is 2 fucking pages of episodes. So the camera, it only goes 20-minute intervals. I don't get that with the recording stuff. If anybody knows fucking cameras and maybe wants to help a brother out here, fucking let me know. But mine only records 20 minutes at a time, so 20 minutes got up and I'd go set it again. Fucking stupid. Like I said, I don't even know where the camera cuts off sometimes from the intervals or what. But I was talking about the Cowboys, Cardinals. I'll continue to talk about it. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Cardinals, blah, blah, blah. Look, I get it. But look, I've been one of those fucking idiots that have like, the Cowboys are going to be really good the last few years. And they're going to be really good. They are now really fucking good. They have a pretty good defense. And they have a very good offense. So, I think that the Packers, Rams, Cowboys are the 3 best teams in the league. I just do. Like, look, the Cardinals and the Bucs are probably right behind that. You know. But I can't. The Bucs just lost again. You know, so they have their second loss now. They just lost to the Saints, who are the Saints. And so it's, you know, it's one of those things. Like, and if you look at it, the Packers and Cowboys are going to fucking destroy the rest of their division because their divisions suck. Even as a Bears fan, I hate saying that. The division is going to be easy for the Packers. The division is going to be ultra easy for the Cowboys. And the Rams, like the 49ers aren't as good as we thought. The Seahawks, Russ might come back this week. But still, you know, they have problems. And the Cardinals, they lost to them once. I think that they can beat them the second time they play them. So it's like, I think this is the 3 best teams in the league. And what I will go with right now, banging my head down, do the screaming A thing, the NFC is way better than the AFC. And I would most likely think, right now, I'll say this, that we will see a team out of the NFC win the Super Bowl. That's just what I think. Now, shit can change, right? Like, this is how like I said, the NFL is nuts. Like, you don't want to make anything rash till around Thanksgiving and stuff, but I think right now we're seeing that more complete teams are in the NFC, and we know a little bit more about them than we do the AFC teams. So, like I said, there's a lot of shit going on, and shit is only going to ramp up. What are the big games this week? See, this is the part. I would have had 3 fucking pages. Like, I don't want to, like, overwork myself here in life. I mean, come on now. But, I mean, this life's not as easy as we think. The Thursday night game, Jets, Colts, garbage. Bengals, Browns, spicy, spicy, spicy. I don't know who's going to win. Cincinnati's at home, coming off a loss, both coming off a loss. 5-3 Cincinnati. I'll go with... Fuck it, I'll go Browns. Broncos play Cowboys, Cowboys. Texans, Dolphins, nobody cares. Falcons, Saints. I mean, could be closer though, just because of the Falcons' offense has been way better. But I'd lean Saints. Raiders, Giants. Raiders should win that. Pats, Panthers. Go New England. Bills, Jaguars. Bills. But a crazy fucking stat. And I don't know if this is totally true. I saw this shit on TikTok, so I don't know how much to believe it of. But I seen that every time a fucking NFL player goes in the Manning cast for the Monday Night Football thing, they fucking lose. Like, Tom went on last week and he lost this week. Josh Allen was on it this week, but they played the Jaguars, so I don't know. But I will fucking start this thing, this NFL Tuesday, V.O.C. here, next Tuesday. I will start my shit I'll start the show with the fucking Manning curse is legit. But until it happens, which I don't foresee the Bills losing to the Jags, could happen, but I don't know. Vikings, Ravens. Chargers, Eagles. The Chargers will bounce, but Chargers are 4-3, not 4-4. Said that earlier. The Chiefs, Packers. This shit right here, it's in Kansas City. I would lean Packers on this one. Just because the Packers are they're the better football team right now, and I'll go with them. Cardinals, 49ers, Cardinals. Titans, Rams is a little spicy. It's a Sunday night game. I'll go with Rams just because I don't know how the Titans will be, a week after losing Derrick Henry. Like, you just don't know how that shit works. And then the last game is the Bears fucking steal. Dude, look, I have no fucking faith anymore. Okay, look, we have a quarterback that looks like he's going to be the future, but like the coach is going to be fired and the fucking GM is going to be fired. So like this season sucks. We have no first round pick, and it's like it's gonna implode. But like, and we like, there's Bear fans out there that just like, oh my god, we could be. Look, we're not gonna be fucking good this year. We're just not gonna be. Just fucking face it. Our pick will probably be top 10, and we don't even have it. The Giants do. So that's the thing. But I think we have a lot of good games moving forward. You're gonna start to see a lot more games that are very interesting. Like I said, I think Chiefs, Packers, and Titans, Rams are probably the two most intriguing games this week, and those will be fun to watch. That's going to do it on this episode here for the V.O.C. of NFL Tuesday. Broke down a lot of shit. Hopefully a lot more shit continues to happen because it keeps these shows wild, keeps these shows fucking funky, and that's what I like. Thanks for watching.